Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Find Love or Die Trying. Wir sind ja beim letzten Mal auf dieser Insel gelandet, haben schon erfahren, dass wir umgebracht werden, wenn wir nicht unsere wahre Liebe finden. Läuft! Und ich habe mich jetzt als erste Person für Scarlett entschieden. It didn't take long to find Scarlett. She found me first. She had just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Dread, thank God you're okay. Oh my God. What's going on, Scarlett? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's really incredible. And I messed up my intro with you earlier and... well, slow down. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. Wow, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write anything. The bad thing is, something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped up from surprise. Give me brains and bananas. Applying too much turns people into rabbit monkey zombies hellbent on eating human brains. What the fuck? And bananas. What the fuck? Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again and sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here and fast. Thor burst through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I will get him out of the way. It will give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Okay. Scarlet blasted forward with a white powder covering his face entirely. He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground unconscious. Ich möchte eigentlich gerne mehr von den Slots haben, muss ich ehrlicherweise sagen. Is he gonna be okay? I guess we'll find out. For now, let's focus on getting out of here. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Oh, I was afraid you would ask. I heard from Terra that you lost your memories, and I wanted to see if I could help get you them up. Egal. So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase the memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. Oh, sie ist echt sympathisch. In a weird way. That's really sweet, Scarlett. Thanks. Crazy but still thanks. I will fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay in there till we've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan, leads the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Oh shit, we've got to go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them to zombies too. Haha. Das ist nicht gut, Mädel. Das ist sehr beunruhigend, Mad Scientist. But they were a little bit much, so I locked them in the library. We are doomed, aren't we? Scarlett and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled, despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but looking at it I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime! You really think this will work? You better. You bet, I made it after all. Looks like the coast is clear here. We worked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Brains! They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. What the heck? What the fuck? Alter, ey, das Spiel macht mich ja jetzt schon fertig. This is playback for you guys. As in your introduction. I'm sorry, nothing. You sure that's gonna cure them? Of course, what does it look like I'm doing? Something told me Scarlet was enjoying this a little too much. What the hell? I take my eyes off the cameras for 1 second and there's zombies in the house? Not for much longer, promise. We spent the rest of the day administering the attitude to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we delivered the cure. Oh Mann, wenn das jetzt schon so bescheuert ist, ey, dann denke ich echt drüber nach, dass ich, wenn ich das Ding durch habe, noch einen weiteren Run einfach mit anderen Characters mache. Weil es einfach so absolut bescheuert und geil ist. You can't say that again. It was definitely a first though. Cat told me that to make a date exciting I had to get your heart racing. I think I did pretty good job at that. I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. Ich find's jetzt schon geil, den Scheiß, ehrlich. Das Ding ist großartig. Erst damit back into my room and plopped to bed. Ey, und man muss halt bedenken, das Ding ist kostenlos, dieses Spiel ist kostenlos. Jeder kann es sich einfach runterladen auf Steam. I was just about to close my eyes when I heard a knock at the door. I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Dread, sorry to bother you this late. Alright, what's up, cat? Don't mind me, just gonna make myself real comfortable. Huh. Cat walked by me, comfortably sat herself on my bed. Oh my god, you have no idea how much better your bed is compared to the staff. You would think the ones actually working here would get treated nicely? I closed the doors, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. I'm guessing you're not coming to my room at night to start a workers' union. I wonder what would you want me to come to your room for instead? I can think of a few things. You would think 5 women would be enough for a person? You're incorrigible, Dread. Anyway, as a producer, I'm obliged to help you survive until the end of the show. Just until the end of the show, I'm heartbroken. Being your babysitter doesn't pay well enough to make it a long-term gig. I will be checking in with you each night to let you know how you're doing and give you some advice here and there. That's nice of you. Thanks, Cat. Well, to be honest, I'm finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to topic. Our audiences really loved your date with Scarlet today. I don't know if I would call what you two had a date, but you two have become quite a popular show for our viewers. We did put on quite the show, didn't we? No kidding, there's not a person who watched today's broadcast has true doubts that she is your first soulmate candidate. That said, let's bring a little more drama into the mix. More romance, more love, triangles, less zombies. Den letzten Punkt finde ich besonders gut. So tomorrow I want you to find who your other soulmate candidate is and ask him out on a date. Komm. Das ist... Ich hätte gerne mehr Safe-Slots, muss ich ehrlicherweise sagen. Das finde ich nicht gut. Das fände ich eigentlich schon ganz gerne machen, aber alright, sounds good to me. Really? I would have expected you want to Skype right away, especially considering what just happened. I get that, but at the end of the day we need ratings. And those are coming from people who want to see love tanks and whatnot, right? That's exactly right. Without those ratings being high every day, they will exit the show and your life. I guess that makes sense in a messed up way. I am impressed at how well you took that. Is this not your first time on a life or death killing dating show? Can't say that it is. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you before tomorrow. It's getting late and we've both got big days tomorrow. How about we call it a night? Sounds good to me. If it's worth anything, I'm sorry. I will see you tomorrow. Good night, Dread. Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing my door behind her. I went back to laying on my bed and closed my eyes. I kept thinking about Scarlet before I slept. It's the sound of waves crashing against the shore. Hey. Okay, what the fuck? I can hear Roman's words call out to me within a dream. You probably can't hear me in there, but I tried to respond, but no words come out. Dread, promise me one thing. Don't forget, don't you dare forget. You promised. Promises are unbreakable, right? That's what you told me. You promised, but you lied, didn't you? Okay. Episode 2 is the second one. Anyone else wake up with this worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember. So I did have a dream that we were being chased by someone. Oh really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet. What are the odds of that? I think I dreamt the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Oh, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you all dream up that? Either way, it's just a dream, hahaha. Yui used mean glare, it's super effective. Come on, there's no point getting upset at someone and at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet... I seem to remember you being there too, Dread. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Somehow or another, Scarlet and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. What the fuck, eh? At least, I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. Oh, there you are, Dread. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your other soulmate candidate. Remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's not like I've ever gotten anything important before, except for, well, everything. Save the snark for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Oh, that's the thing. It will be just between you candidates from here on out to choose wisely. Wait, really, if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we are in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Soulmates aren't real anyway, so it's not a big deal. They are not real? Oh boy. Dread, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kate. Will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope, don't worry. You will still be able to hang out together, and who knows where that will go. Ooh, good to know. My battle plans will still come in handy. I mean friendship plans. Good to know I've still get to me. So, without it, I would like to spend some day today with entweder Terra oder ich denke ich gehe mit Yui. Yui. Yes, I made a bet before you would choose Yui today. Great choice, Dread. I knew I could count on you. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Ich weiß nicht, aber irgendwie Yui wirkt so, als würde sie mich kennen. Und das... Ich habe zwar Angst vor ihr irgendwie, aber vielleicht sorgt das dafür, dass ich Hintergrundinformationen bekomme. Daher nehme ich Yui. The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give away beneath my feet and the wind caress my skin. Green as far as the eye can see, and her, in a flowing red dress, standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, Dread, what you doing all the way out here? I was looking for you, Yui. I was hoping we could spend some time together. Then consider me the luckiest girl in the whole world. You had the cutest skill, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face. Well, you found me now. Care to join me for a walk? I would like that. Okay, das sieht schon echt niedlich aus, das Bild. We started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my two little brothers, and the alpacas, and Bunny Bun, and Bunny's Bun, and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Do you still live here? Yep, wouldn't have it any other way. So I had moved to the city for a bit way back then. You know, that's when I met you. How did we met? Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone is in a rush. People just walk by each other as if there are obstacles to get past instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear every building looks the same. I can't say that again. I would I had tried to ask people for directions to where I would live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you? Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Cause I had never been so embarrassed in my life. Why were you embarrassed? You know. Hehe, shy. We found out later we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much about after that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault, Dread. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, you. I feel the same way, Dread. You're just like how I remember. Well, actually the whole trying to date 5 girls at the time thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation. Sorry, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. Just a little joke, hehe. Yandere? Hilfe? I was just saying I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spent the rest of the day talking in the nature and making up for lost time. Apparently I was always ending up in trouble back then. I guess not much has changed. Something about Yuri made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it will all be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side, Dread. Die macht mir wirklich ein bisschen Sorgen, that Mädel. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Dread, got a minute? I want to make Scarlet and Yuri jealous. It would be good for ratings. Sorry, what? You are no fun anyway. She opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all yet. Turns out my strategy worked. We've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people laughed at when you and Scarlet were the main ship, but now with you as some serious competition, let's just say online threats went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at last, but that will change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationship with both of them are progressing. Cat laughed and took a seat on my bed. You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Scarlet and you. Between those two. Do you have a favorite? Also dadurch, dass Yui irgendwie ein bisschen mir Angst macht, gehe ich lieber mit Scarlet. I think I have a better connection with Scarlet right now. It's amazing how brilliant she is. And I can't ever quite place her. She is fascinating. I had a feeling you would say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we will see where things go with Scarlet. Something tells me you will get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Dread. Good night, Cat. Ich frag mich noch, was mit Cat also ist. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Red. You. Somehow I can't see your face nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking as if it were coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on out there now? $10, $10 it's better on this side. Out there every day is a fight to stay alive. Here at last there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high speed and unlimited internet. Verdammt, war Terra die Person gewesen? High speed and unlimited internet. Das I reached for and hold it tight, and people that love you. I know, and I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why you wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real, it's in real life. Where things happen to that aren't planned by some producer. We're living in just following a script. I would do anything for just a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the hell are we doing here, Dread? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do, not if we valued our life. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed when she had that look in her eyes. I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she would see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you will owe me $10 pretty soon. You will be the judge of that. Okay. In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside the house. Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen before. Really, you've never seen a tulip? Grandma and I only grew here on sites back home, so nope. Not even on the internet? And I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that the only flowers I ever work with are Venus flies traps. What do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus fly trap that could walk and talk? Wieso habe ich gerade so den dummen Gedanken bekommen, dass sie eine laufende Venus-Fliegenfalle ist? Für Männer? Literally never. It's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Both my neighbors lost their pet cats at the same day too. Sie hat tatsächlich eine laufende Venus-Fliegenfalle gemacht, die Katzen der Nachbarn gefressen hat. Ach du Scheiße, ey, ist das geil. I miss you, Fluffy. Die Venus-Fliegenfalle hieß Fluffy? Yes, she was ever lost. Thanks, Violet. I got a cup of for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I've prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea, as if theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. Personally, my money is on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has had a nasty surprise up their sleeve. I figured it's about time to talk to Cat about the next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Cat, is that you? I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Cat, no, this is Ellie. Ah, sorry, Ellie, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about the show gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, 'cause it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in a forest at night, you're braver than most, LA. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room on my bed. And I swear I don't remember ever walking. Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy, if it really happened. You sure you don't have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Cat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls to date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I will just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up into a weird-ass dream. Thanks for listening, Dread. It's my pleasure, Ellie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she could. Someone's in a hurry. Hey Cat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Dread. Same here. Wanted to ask, did you guys do anything last night to Ellie? No, not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Cat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You have done pretty decently with setting up Scarlett and you as your soul mechanic. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen we get one hell of a rating boost. From here on out, you will be only going on dates with either of them. They'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sounds good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Dread. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Hahaha. I guess I would like to spend today with. So, ich speichere jetzt und danach. Komm, ich überschreibe mal den Speicherstand. Und dann beende ich hier jetzt diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.